friends, and in today's video I'm going to be talking about the 10 things that I wish I knew before I applied, I guess, to the DCP. And I wrote them down, so let's just get started right into it. But before I do that, actually, I did want to say that we did turn in our keys today, so we are officially out of the old apartment and full-time in here. So yeah, let's get into the 10 things I wish I knew before I applied to the CP. So the first thing that I literally never knew, I like watched a million of these vlogs and I've never seen anyone really talk about it, is blackout dates. So for like basically my entire program from fall, which was, it was around, I moved in August and they blocked us out from September. I was literally blocked out, and they're still blocked out now, of Hollywood studios because of Galaxy's Edge. And then during peak times like holidays, you're also going to be blocked out. So you won't be able to go to every park every day because sometimes there are blackout dates for certain holidays, or if there's like a new opening. So like when Pandora opened, they also got blocked out of that park. So be aware that you could be blocked out of certain parks. Number two, what I didn't realize, a lot of roles besides like, I think it's like attractions. Yeah, attractions. I don't know the other rules, but anyways, at least with merchandise, you can pick up in any park. But keep in mind that some places may have you trained differently. So like I was mobility trained, so I could pick up at anywhere else for strollers, as well as just register trained. So I did end up picking at Emporium once. But certain places like at the resorts, you have to be alcohol trained, which I was not, and you have to be tobacco trained as well because they do sell cigars. So keep that in mind. You do have to make sure that you do meet the qualifications. So for my location, I was certified in mobility, I was certified in cash handling, which is like the carts, and then just regular merchandise. So I could pick up a vending shift if I wanted to, or any of that. So just keep in mind when you're picking up, certain places do have certain qualifications, and you have to make sure you meet those, as well as when you're picking up, if it's for overtime, so over 40 hours, then you have to make sure that it is overtime approved, because otherwise you won't be able to do it. So that's just a couple helpful hints there. Second, so there is a discount. I had no idea there was even a holiday discount, but the holiday discount is 40%, which is, I believe, I know it ends in February, around there, and I believe it starts sometime in November or October. One of those months. So you get it for a really long time, so it's really nice for picking up Christmas gifts and just buying everything that you ever dreamed of, basically. Which gets cut. Oh, and then I think I said already, but I'll say it again, 20% during the regular times. But this gets into save money. You're not going to be making any money, I'll be honest. I worked over 40 hours every week. Half that check goes straight to CP housing. CP housing is rather expensive, so I recommend saving a lot of money before your trip. I worked like a dog the summer before I went into my CP, just so that I would have enough money to go in. I saved up so I could get nice things like my droid that I got. That was like $100. Simple stuff like that I know when I went to the park, the people I went couldn't afford it. But like I specifically saved for that. So like just keep in mind that you're going to want to spend a lot of money and buy all the Disney merch, because you do get that awesome discount, and it's like a once in a lifetime discount. So keep in mind that overall you're going to want memories over the money. I had so many different experiences that I'm really grateful for, and I'm really just happy that I saved up for it. Like even doing the slingshot, we went outside of the Disney bubble and did a slingshot with Megan, of course. Like doing that was so much fun. So just like try and save your money as best as you can, so you can have the most amount of memories and not be cooped up in your apartment. Not that that's a bad thing. It's just kind of nice because now I have so many memories. Let's see. My next one is that every roll is magical. Again, I was literally cleaning strollers, stacking strollers, giving out ECVs and wheelchairs, and it's my favorite job I've ever had in my whole life. It was amazing. Your leaders are going to be great. Everything about the DCP is just so much fun. And even one of our roommates was actually custodian, and this was like her 4th program, and she did custodian every time. So even though custodian seems like a bad role, it's really not. It's what you make of it. You have to give it a try, you have to give it some time, and then you'll find that it is just so much fun. I really wish I could just go back for one day. Like, I would do anything to go back for one day. You really don't realize how much fun you're having until it's gone. So also make sure that you soak it all in, because oh my gosh, I can't stress enough how great the experience was. And then my next is your hours could be crazy. So with us being at MK, New Year's was the latest I had to stay there, and we stayed about till 3:30 in the morning, I'd say. Your hours could be crazy. I personally loved it. My last day of work, when they cut everybody out, everybody was calling in. I was like, no, I want to go to work, because work was where my people were. So I picked up a double that day. So I worked, I believe it was like 8 in the morning till like 3. My shifts were usually 8 to 6 hours. And then I picked up again for later, and it was like 3 to close, which I think we got out at like 1 or 2 a.m., which was pretty normal. But I loved it. I mean, where else are you gonna get an empty park that you just get to walk around the hub and see the castle with nobody else around? It was amazing. It was truly so cool. And sometimes even they would have like test parades, and we got to watch those. So it's just it was such a good time. I'll go more into my role in another video, because I'm obsessed with my role. Let's see, my next advice: bring a car. I absolutely hate Disney transportation. I'm gonna be honest, it sucks. You hear horror stories all the time. Bring a car, so that, this leads into my next, so that you can explore different places in Florida. I know it's hard to get trapped up in the Disney bubble, but buy a Universal pass if you can. Go to a beach. Explore Florida. There's a lot more to Florida than just Disney. I know it doesn't seem like it, and we don't like to think it, but there is so much, and there's so many pretty areas and pretty restaurants that you can go to, even if it's just for like a brunch. Just go out with your roommates. Enjoy. That's why I moved here. I love Florida, and I never want to leave, because there's so much to do here. So try and explore. Do the slingshot. Like, it's so much fun. Go down iDrive. Something so easy. It's just a lot of fun. Go to the tourist gift shops. I did that one day with Megan and Bronny, who lives in New Zealand. So just go out. If your coworkers invite you out somewhere, go. Like, take full advantage of that. My next is be open to meeting new people. I definitely was not good at this in the beginning. You can ask Megan. She states that I ignored her, but I promise you I didn't. I was just a little occupied. So make sure that you try and be open to meeting new people. If they invite you out to Epcot, go, have fun. Otherwise, you're going to be cooped up in your dorm, which again is not a bad thing if you need it, because it is exhausting. You work a lot of hours. Mentally, physically, it's exhausting. People yell at you, blah, blah, blah. Never take it personally. But make sure you're open to meeting new people. You're going to meet new people. There's international kids. They can become your closest friends. And then you have somewhere cool to visit. So please be open and meeting new people. Don't be like me. Don't be a hermit. You can do it. I ended up meeting my very best friend, Megan. And of course, Sarah. And of course 8 million other people that I love dearly. But I met like one of my closest friends. So make sure you be open and don't ignore when they ask you to hang out. Or if they say, man, I only hang out with my roommates. You should try and maybe say, oh, well, you should hang out with me. Okay, and last but not least, work does become your family. You're away from your family, thousands of miles away. You're gone during the holidays. It can be hard. So your work becomes your family. All those people become your family. You do Friendsgiving. You hang out with them every day. You start to have separation anxiety from them. So work truly does become your family and helps you feel the love during the holidays that we all need. I always say my favorite day ever working was New Year's, because I was around the people I loved, and I looked up. It was the most surreal moment of my life. You look up and there's fireworks going on around you, 360 degrees. And then I look to my right and there's Megan, and left and there's my other work friends and my boss, Mizo, who I love, and Heidi. Anyways, I'm getting on a tangent, but I looked around and I was like, wow, like this is my family. So that is all I have for today. That's enough rambling. Overall, again, it was the best job I've ever had in my whole life, and I'm thankful for it every day. But that is all for today's video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I hope, as always, you have a magical day.